What's up, guys? It's Hot Wheels Tournaments, and today I'm coming at you with a 2023 Hot Wheels mainline prediction. Now, obviously, they release a ton of cars in the mainline every year, some fantasy, some real. All of my predictions today will be real-life cars, and there's only going to be 10 because there's just too many. It would be a 40-minute video to do all of them, but let's talk about the 10 I'm thinking they could do. We begin with the Toyota GR86, and honestly, this is one I'm kind of surprised we haven't seen. Recently, we've seen the new Toyota 4Runner and the new Toyota Supra made by Hot Wheels, so this one seems like it would fit along with it. There also is a precedent for this car being in the mainline. Before the GR86 was branded as a Toyota GR86 here in the States, it was branded as the Scion FRS in the United States. And we've actually gotten a version of the Hot Wheels Scion FRS years ago when Scion was still a thing. Obviously, it went under, so now it's the Toyota GT or GR86. So we have precedent for it in the mainline currently, and we've seen older versions of this car as well. We've seen two different versions of the Toyota AE86. One from about 2014, 2015 was a super treasure hunt at one point, and we've seen the more current version. So yeah, I think this one makes a lot of sense. I'm really surprised we haven't seen it, and I think we will soon here in the mainline. Next up, I think the Rimac Navera makes a lot of sense. First hypercar of the list, and there's a couple of reasons it makes a lot of sense. First off, it's electric car. Hot Wheels has a mandate from Mattel, 60% of their vehicles have to be electric vehicles. The Rimac Navera is an all-electric hypercar. It absolutely could be done. And cars like this, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, if you told me Hot Wheels would be making these ultra-exclusive hypercars, I'd tell you you were crazy. I'd tell you the Rimac Navera is never going to happen. But that has since changed. Just this year, the Automobile Pininfarina Battista, also an electric hypercar filling that EV slot that they need, came out. And we never would have seen a small petite car like that. Koenigsegg brought back their licensing. We've seen the Jesko and the Chimera in the last couple of years. Bugatti is back. We've seen the Chiron as a new model. We've seen the EB110. So these ultra rare hypercar boutique cars are now a possibility. I think we could absolutely see the Rimac Navera here soon. Next up, we have another hypercar. We have the Aston Martin Valkyrie. It looks awesome, absolutely awesome, and I think we're going to see it in Hot Wheels here soon. The Hot Wheels-Aston Martin relationship is very strong, going very well this year, or right now. The last couple of years, I should say. This year, we're getting the Aston Martin Vantage GT3 as a new model. We've pretty much gotten a new Aston Martin car every year for the last couple years. So why wouldn't we get one in 2023? As you can see on your screen, the Valhalla was another Aston Martin hypercar that they made recently. We've also seen the V12 Speedster, which was really, really cool. I don't know. They've just been making all the Aston Martin hypercars. Why would they not go and make the Valkyrie, the only one they haven't made, and complete that kind of grouping? We've seen the Aston Martin Vulcan just a few years ago. It just makes too much sense. Aston Martin clearly loves licensing out their cars to Hot Wheels, and Hot Wheels loves making them. It brings some needed hypercars to lineup. So the Aston Martin Valkyrie, put it down. It's going to happen in 2023. Next up, let's talk about another EV. It's the Ford F-150 Lightning. Again, Hot Wheels has to have 60% of their new models be EVs, and this one makes a lot of sense. They love to make the Fords. They love to make the Ford trucks. It makes too much sense. I know Matchbox has already made it, but Hot Wheels and Matchbox do the same car all the time. I have a feeling if Hot Wheels made this one would be a little less stock, maybe a little more off-roady, bigger tires, souped up a little in a classic Hot Wheels truck fashion. However, they've done every generation of the Ford F-150. The last time we got a new generation of the Ford F-150 was 2015. It's been it'll be 8 years in 2023, so they absolutely need to do it. They've set a precedent for doing cars like this. We've already seen the new Ford Bronco. We've seen the new 4Runner. They already did the Mach-E in 2022, so they love these new big cars. I think this is absolutely going to happen, and we'll see it in 2023. Keeping on the EV trend, like it or hate it, I think the Dodge Charger, it's only a matter of time before we see this in the Hot Wheels mainline. Now, maybe it won't be 2023 because it's still a concept. I think personally it will be 2023. It might be 2024, but we're going to see the new Dodge Charger EV. Every time a new generation of Charger or Challenger comes out, Hot Wheels makes it. So with the move to the EV vehicle, they're going to make it. Now, they may wait until there's an official EV. It's no longer a concept. Hot Wheels isn't huge on doing concepts right now, but we'll see a new Charger at some point in the main line. And some people are going to love it. Some people are going to hate it, just like the real thing. Personally, I'm kind of excited to see it in the main line whenever that does end up happening. Following that up, I think the Lotus Electre is the next car that makes a lot of sense for Hot Wheels to produce. Now, personally, I think this could very easily end up being a Matchbox car if Hot Wheels doesn't do it. I could see Abe Lugo over at Matchbox poaching this one from Hot Wheels and be like, no, we're going to do it. Because Matchbox does make amazing Lotus vehicles. And again, if you don't know already, this vehicle is an EV, so it fills that need. We've also seen Lotus make a huge return to Hot Wheels in 2022. The Viha and the Amira both came out this year. The Viha was okay. The Amira looks solid. Neither of them have released in the US yet, so I haven't seen them in hand. But we've seen those two new Lotuses. They're following it up with the Lotus SUV. I think this one is going to be done by Hot Wheels at some point. If it's not, it's going to be done by Matchbox. And I think since the relationship is strong right now, 2023 makes a lot of sense. Next up, we got the LB Works Chevy C8. I think we're going to see this one for a couple of reasons. First off, the Liberty Walk Hot Wheels connection is off the charts. We see 2 to 3 new Liberty Walk models every year for the last couple of years. It seems like if you go to the LB Works website, you can see cars that Hot Wheels has previously made featured there, including the Nissan GTR, the Nissan Silvia from this year, and also the Nissan Skyline 2000 HDX from this year. So it makes a lot of sense. The Chevy C8 is one of those cars that's featured next to the rest of them. We've also gotten a Lamborghini Huracan in the past. And again, the C8's a really popular casting. We've already seen 2 versions of it. We've seen the C8 race car, and we've seen the normal C8. So I think they're going to follow that up, create a trio with that Liberty Walk C8 that we see featured on the LB Works website. Makes a lot of sense. Let's move on to my final prediction for 2023. Last but not least, I think we're going to be getting a new Fast and Furious based casting from Fast and Furious 10. We've seen photos of a Datsun 240Z wide body style car leaked from the set. I think the Fast and Furious relationship with Hot Wheels is strong, and every time they do a new movie, we get a new model usually in the main line. I can think of the 70 Ford Escorts when that happened for Fast 6, and there are countless other examples. But my only question here is, would this be a new casting? We've seen 240Zs before. We have 2 different styles. This particular one you see on the screen hasn't been seen for 7 years. That was the first one. So I really don't know if this would be a new model, if they do a new wide body style, but I think there's absolutely a chance it happens. So yeah, we'll see. Anyways, that's all for now. I hope you guys like my predictions. Let me know what you think. What cars do you want to see? What cars do you think Hot Wheels will make? Let me know all of that down in the comments below, and I'll see you all later. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.